So, new season coming up. I mean, what are your overall thoughts so far?
Pretty excited, you look outside right now and the snow's flying and going to get some accumulation, so baseball season's coming, But yeah, workouts have been good so far. Kids are pretty focused, and I think we got a chance to have a pretty good club. So uh, pretty excited to get started.
Replacing Jimmy and Kyle and BJ. Are those guys, irreplaceable? I'm sure it's probably tough to kind of fill those shoes.
It really is, not just on the field, but off the field, relationship-wise, what they did in the locker room, what they did on the field. It's hard to replace senior leadership with freshmen that are coming in. So, but we've got some really good players in the program, some new faces, and we're pretty excited about it. But it's also good to see those guys get an opportunity to play professionally and go out, and they all had some success this summer and represented our program really well, so we're awful proud of them.
How is this freshman class like, and some of the new guys coming in?
Good. It's we have a veteran club, so we don't need a ton of help from the young guys, which is good. That's kind of where you want your program to be. That the guys that have already developed should be ahead of the guys who are still developing. So, but you'll see them in bits and pieces here and there, and the better they play, the more they'll play. So. Yeah, I think in the spots we needed help, I think the talent in this class is really good, and they're going to provide that help we need.
I think you had this right. You only lost 2 of your class, and they both signed major league contracts. So is that as good as a percentage, of not losing guys? And what does that say for, those people still being interested in West Virginia?
Yeah, we had a chance to. You never know going into it. We commit and sign these guys several years in advance, so you never know who's going to get drafted and who isn't. But we had planned on potentially losing 5, 6, maybe 7 guys. So to only lose 2, you feel like you'd like to have the 2 you lost, but in the overall scheme of things, I thought we made out pretty well in the draft.
You spoke of your graduates going on and playing this summer. You had some players obviously coming back that played in the summer. How much do you track that? How much do you look at that, stay in contact with them, what they did in other leagues before they come back?
Oh yeah, constantly, because those leagues are important for those guys' development, and they get a chance to get out there and play with not quite the same amount of pressure on them as they do here. So you like to see how guys can perform in that atmosphere, and we had a lot of guys went out and did really well this past summer, and some of them made a name for themselves, and it'll be exciting to see them take that confidence that they got from the summertime and apply it here.
Who have you seen take on leadership roles here?
Alec Manoa is he's a leader based on his size. He's a big monster, intimidating guy to face in the batter's box. So guys kind of look up to him. Cody Wood is a guy that you won't see him this year. He's out for the year with an injury, but provides tremendous leadership in the locker room. And it's easy to be a leader when you're the guy out there every day putting up great numbers. It's not easy to be that guy when you're not out there, and he can provide that for us. And he's a veteran guy, and he can really help us even though you don't see him on the field.
How much do you guys value this non-conference schedule coming up? We were talking with Jimmy being gone and Kyle, being gone and replacing them. Do you guys put a pretty high value on these non-conference games to kind of figure out those roles?
You have to. The lineup at the end of the season is hardly ever the one you start with at the beginning of the season. So you got to try a lot of different guys early on, but at the same time, you can't afford to lose those games because, every game for us, we're fighting tooth and nail to get RPI points and win games on the road and do that type thing. So we need to see guys play, but when they play, they have to be productive too. So you can't just live through 10 games of non-production. You can give them some opportunities, but they have to perform.
Is this the toughest non-conference schedule you've had since you've been here?
That has yet to be determined, but you look at you go into Oregon State, defending national champs, and all the first rounders they have in their program year after year after year. That's going to be a really good test for us. I know the kids are excited about it, but can't get them too excited about one weekend because we've got 2 weekends before that and several after that they have to play So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to going out there. It'll be a good barometer of where our program's at, and I know it'll be exciting for the kids.
Do you have a rough idea who could potentially be in the weekend rotation for pitchers?
Yeah, it looks like Manoa and Cade Stroud, they've thrown the ball really well this fall and so far this spring. The other two spots really is kind of up for grabs. You know, Jackson Wolf has improved a lot. Big, tall left-hander. Nick Snyder, another big, tall left-hander, had a good fall for us. Got a freshman named Daniel Outerkirk that is about 6'9", throws it really downhill. That I'd like to develop him into a pretty good starter. So we've got some options there. So we've got a chance to rest some guys and move some guys around. So, but I think we have a chance to put a pretty good quality starter on the mound every game we play.
You mentioned left-handed pitching. That's something that I know you've obviously tried to get more of. That's probably the toughest place to recruit. Feel a little better about where that is this year than past years?
Yeah, you know, we've gone through years where we didn't have any. So, yeah, we've got some quality guys. You know, we haven't had many, but the ones we've had in this program, Harrison Musgrave, the big leaguer, and Ross Vance, who, you know, struck out double digits about every time he pitched. We've had some really good ones, and I think the ones in the program now have an opportunity to be really good as well.